there are many churches and many people attending churches. They're just attending, and they're also pretending on being a Christian, a follower of Christ, without living the life that God has set forth. It is utterly a waste of time if we don't have the right relationship with the Lord. If we're not embedded in His Word, if we're not living to please Him through faith and obedience and perseverance through our faith, we need to know where God stands from the beginning. John stated in the book of John, chapter 1, verse 1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So God is through and through. And for those who believe, who feel, who act, that just attending church or doing things in the church, they're only attending church. And they're also pretending to be a Christian. So it's easier for us to say, I'm a Christian. I go to church. I'm a good person. I've done missionary trips. I've helped those in need. I've brought someone to the Lord. We have to have a one-on-one relationship with the Lord. And if we're not mindful of our living and we're just attending and pretending at the building of a church, or when we out in the world or at home or in public, everywhere we go, are we representing God in the fullest, in spirit, in mind, in strength, in body? So we need to have the right light, as the psalmist wrote in the book of Psalm, chapter 119, verses 105. He stated, your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path. Do you want the real light to radiate over you? Do you want to do what pleases God, not ourselves and not others that are watching? People can't put you into heaven. People can't change God's mind and His decision on the relationship that you have with Him or don't have with Him. You have to act upon this yourself. And attending and pretending about the church, about the things you do, about the things you feel are connecting with God, and you don't have that right relationship. The Bible mentions that on the day of judgment, God will cast away those souls that He doesn't know. Are you ready? Are you spiritually prepared to be in His kingdom? It's time to take real refuge, shelter, and protection in Him. In the book of Psalm, in chapter 119, verse 114, you are my refuge and my shield. I have put my hope in your word. Do you truly put your hope in the Lord? Or are you just attending and pretending that you are a follower of Christ? Or you just go to church, you're a good person. You're doing some good things in the church. You're keeping yourself busy in the church. You're sharing a few things with others from time to time about the church and about the Lord. Yet you don't have that true relationship with the Lord. You need to be spiritually connected. You need to know his word. You need to know that God is the word. You need to know that God is the light for your journey. Are you waiting on the Lord? In the book of Psalm, in chapter 130, verse 5, I wait for the Lord. My whole being waits. Everything about what the psalmist is writing, he waits. And in his word, I put my hope. Put your hope through faith, through obedience. Live to persevere in this shallow world, in this fleeting world, and seek to live a godly life. The time is right now to anchor your soul. The time is right now to seek the Lord. The time is right now to know the Lord. The time is right now to glorify the Lord. The time is right now to live for the Lord, to be in his eternal presence for everlasting life.